Hey, what's up guys, it's me, Reality, Dallen, and today we will be dissecting Steve in Smash Brothers. I'm super excited, and if you can't tell already, I'm making a video every day leading up to Steve's launch. I'm calling this collection of videos the Steve in Smash collection, which you can watch all of them with the link in the description. And for those of you who want to follow me on Twitter, my handle is Dallen. Real quick, before we get right into the video, I wanted to say that this video was sponsored by SmasherSoap.com. I'm not going to give you the spiel, just go to Smasher Soap and buy soap. Remember to use code REALITYDL at checkout for 10% off your next purchase. And now, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so I know Steve isn't out yet, and it's way too early to determine where he truly fits on the tier list. But looking at his moveset alone, we can look and predict where he will be when we compare his moves to other characters. The issue with trying to figure out Steve's placement in the tier list is that we do not know how much damage each move does. We know Steve's moveset, but if his attacks do around 13% when the opponent's at 40%, then obviously Steve won't be anywhere near S tier. I doubt that that's going to be the case. I actually think that Steve will do quite a lot of damage from the amount of knockback that they showed. It would be really deceptive of Nintendo to show Steve knocking back his opponent super far if his damage was super low. So what we know about Steve is that he has a lot of kill potential. His down B and multiple other moves really show that Steve is just a killing machine. His forward air literally spikes people. If I'm being completely honest, Steve, in a way, changes up the entire meta. Two things are going to be changed going forward. Either the way that we select stages will be changed, or Steve himself will purposely do better on some stages than others. And that's going to be super weird to know that one character will do better on one stage, while other characters will do worse on the other stage. It's hard to explain, but essentially Steve's neutral B, he mines materials, and the materials change depending on the stage that he's on, unless it's in Battlefield or Omega mode, which, as a competitive player, I can confirm that no competitive player uses those two modes, maybe for training, but definitely not in a competitive match. That means that Steve will do better on a map like Pokemon Stadium 2 than he will on a map like Yoshi's Story, because he'll be getting more resources like Iron instead of Dirt. So yeah, Steve has a lot of kill potential, and he's better on some maps than others, and especially the ones that are competitively viable. So, will Steve be S tier? Perhaps. To know, we have to look at the current top tiers. How will Steve rank up against characters like Joker, Pikachu, Wario, etc.? Long story short, again, we don't really know. From the looks of the presentation as shown here, Steve perfectly counters Pikachu's recovery, and from the looks of it, his neutral B and air, his blocks are going to perfectly counter Joker's, Wario's, and all the other top tier characters' recoveries. This is insane news. So yeah, Steve is going to be a pretty good counter to the pre-existing top tier characters, which is what makes a character top tier. So from the looks of it, Steve's not going to be a bad character. Steve will be the answer to a lot of characters such as Luigi, Little Mac, and Min Min. But other than that, he'll still be a pretty viable pick. The biggest thing with Steve is his neutral air, which is the blocks. That's going to change a lot of different stuff. Steve, on the outside, doesn't look to be a great character. You're going to need to be very campy and slow and get all your materials in the beginning of the match. But because of Steve's high kill potential and the fact that he counters higher tier characters, yeah, I think he's going to be pretty high on the tier list. Again, it's too early, but if I had to place my bets, I'm going to say Steve's going to be around A tier. And of course, like with everything else, I could be way off. He could be C tier. He could be the best character in the game. He's just not out yet. We really don't know for sure. So does Steve need nerfs? No, actually, I don't think so. Steve's going to be a character that you're going to have to think to get out of. With Steve, you're going to have to go into the battle thinking of how you can quickly rush down your opponent with the quick materials that you gained at the beginning of the match, and just stay constantly floating with your resources and all that stuff. But for the opponent, you're going to have to constantly be trying to get out of Steve's way, ruining his crafting table, getting him as far away from any possible way he could get the resources. Like juggling Steve would be a really good way to get rid of him. Steve is a mind game character. You gotta think with your mind throughout the entire match, whether you're facing a Steve or you are the Steve. So yeah, this was a quick little video. I have a lot of stuff planned, like I keep saying. I'm really excited to show this off with you. If I had to take a guess, I'm gonna say that Steve is in A tier, maybe B tier, maybe S tier, It's way too early to tell, but I'm I'm happy he looks so good. So yeah, again, my Twitter handle is Dallen Larson, and I will see you guys on the next video.